Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and Blizzard is officially done with Hunter. It's over. Hunter is no longer their best friend. Their new best friend is... I actually don't know who their new best friend is, but Hunter is definitely no longer Blizzard's best friend. 3 Hunter nerfs coming in patch 27.2.2, which will launch... Well, they were teased today, so that means launch, I guess, tomorrow, Thursday or Friday. I mean, it definitely should be this week. It would be really weird if it was next week. 3 Hunter nerfs. So what does this mean? First of all, we have a nerf to Halduran Brightwing. The current Halduran Brightwing is actually not the original version of Halduran, it's a buffed version. With Battlecry, give all arcane spells in your hand and deck spell damage +1, whereas the original Halduran Red give all arcane spells in your deck spell damage +1. So the obvious answer would be just revert the buff. However, Blizzard has not been reverting buffs lately. There's, for example, the Death Knight card that summons those token minions, and it usually used to summon 1/2s, and it was a 2/3. But now it was nerfed and it still summons 1/3s like it did after the buff, but the main character is now a 2/2. So the nerf was different than the original buff. So Halduran Brightwing, what does it mean for Halduran? Probably Halduran could become a little bit more expensive, like a 4 mana 3/4. Blizzard loves to play with mana. Playing around with mana is just so great. So I fully expect Halduran to be something else than a full revert, but some kind of nerf anyway. And then there's Fox Spirit Wildseed, dormant for 1 turn, rush, 3/1. I guess this one's going to become a 2/1, because Wildseeds are summoned by specific cards, you can't really touch the mana cost, it doesn't do anything. So I'm fully expecting this to go down to 2/1 stat line. And last time they nerfed Wildseed, actually this is the last Wildseed that was unnerfed. Every Wildseed has now been nerfed after this one. The last time Wildseed was nerfed, you were able to get a full dust refund for all the Wildseed summon cards, including Aralon, the legendary. So that should happen again, which means that even though there's like 3 nerfs, then there's actually going to be a bunch of cards that you can get a dust refund from. On the other hand, Wildseeds are pretty strong, so I don't expect them to become unplayable. But of course, whenever cards are nerfed, you can just disenchant all of the nerfed cards and see what happens with them, and if they turn out to be good, you can just craft them back again, because you're not losing any dust. So there's a nerf to Arcane Hunter, there's a nerf to, well, every Hunter deck in the world with the Wildseeds, because Wildseeds are ubiquitous, and then there's a nerf to Hound Hunter with Faithful Companions. Maybe a little bit surprising given that Hound Hunter was affected more than Arcane Hunter by the previous nerfs, but okay, Hound Hunter was still really good. On the other hand, I thought that Hound Hunter stats were a little bit held artificially up by the presence of significant numbers of Control Warriors, that once some of those Control Warriors would give up, then Arcane Hunter would also become weaker, but we're not going to see whether that would have happened, because Faithful Companions is getting a nerf. Discover a beast from your deck and summon it, mana thirst 10, also summon a copy of it. Very difficult card to nerf, because like, if you make this 8 mana, but keep the mana thirst effect is really what ends games. It kills people. Faithful Companions on 7, is that even so difficult? I mean, I guess if Faithful Companions was like 9 cost or something, then you wouldn't be able to weave in other stuff with Faithful Companions. But card that costs 9 and then mana thirst 10 also kind of doesn't make sense. So you probably want something different for the mana thirst effect or something. Maybe the mana thirst effect is going to draw a copy to your hand. I mean, that could be the case. Then you would have 1 on the board and 1 in the hand. Something like that. I could see something like that happening, rather than mana thirst being removed or mana cost being tinkered around with, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, multiple Hunter nerfs coming, and this would blast the meta wide open with 2 best decks in the game getting nerfed. Will be exciting times when the patch hits. I wish I knew when. They didn't say when, but it's gonna be soon. They teased it, so it has got to be this week. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.